What does it take to buy a home in 2021? Today we'll cover it on Frequently Asked Friday. So what does it take to buy a home in 2021? Man, it feels like it takes nerves of steel. It is definitely a tough time for buyers. It's a great time to buy because interest rates are so low, but it's definitely a tough time due to the lack of supply. And I think I saw a stat that there's an average of 4.8 offers on any home in the US right now. So literally, on average, you're competing against 4 other buyers on any given home, which is pretty nuts. And of course, the hot properties are having even more. So there's really 3 terms that we're finding that are helping our buyer clients get properties under contract. First and foremost is offering above asking price. So that's something you just have to be comfortable with. We are seeing, on average, I would say most homes selling 10% above asking price. So that's just something you got to come into it knowing that that's just the reality of the market that we're in right now. So offering about 10% above asking price. We're seeing a lot of clients having success doing inspection thresholds, meaning that we set a number, typically about $1,000, and say, hey, if there's any items that are found on the inspection report with a cost to cure or cost to remedy of $1,000 or less, we are agreeing that we are just not even going to ask for those items to be repaired. Anything north of $1,000, we can then negotiate as we would do in a typical real estate transaction. The beauty there is basically it just says, hey, any of the small stuff, relatively small stuff, we're going to let go, but it still does protect you against any large items that come up on the home inspection. We are seeing a ton of buyers, or a fair amount of buyers, waiving inspections entirely. I'm not as big of a fan of doing that just because if something huge does come up, you're kind of stuck. Last but not least, we're seeing buyers offer inspection guarantees, cash guarantees, meaning that all these properties are getting bid up. We are running into some appraisal issues where, for example, a $300,000 property gets bid up to $350,000, but the bank comes in and appraises it and says it's only worth $325,000. The seller kind of gets left high and dry in that scenario. So we're seeing a lot of sellers want some type of guarantee of, hey, if the property doesn't appraise, I'm willing to make up a certain amount in cash on top of the appraised amount. So depending on the price point, we're seeing buyers offer anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 in cash on top of the appraisal. Just know this is cash that you would have to bring to the table on top of your closing cost and your down payment. So definitely having cash in this market helps. But those are pretty much the 3 terms that we're seeing getting our clients' offers accepted. Hope you found that useful. We'll see you next Friday.